Minimalism versus consumerism. In today's fast-paced world, two opposing lifestyles often come into focus: minimalism and consumerism. They represent not only different ways of living but also distinct attitudes toward happiness, success, and identity. Consumerism, which dominates much of modern society, is based on the idea that more is better. Advertisements, social media, and cultural expectations often persuade people that happiness lies in the next purchase, be it a new phone, fashionable clothes, or the latest car. Shopping malls are not just places to buy necessities, they are temples of desire, designed to stimulate impulse buying and create a sense of urgency. For many, owning more items provides a feeling of status and security, even if this satisfaction is often temporary. Minimalism, on the other hand, challenges this belief. Minimalists argue that true fulfillment comes not from accumulating possessions, but from reducing clutter and focusing on what really matters. By intentionally owning fewer things, minimalists seek clarity, freedom, and peace of mind. Their homes are not empty but carefully curated, with objects that bring genuine joy or serve a practical purpose. For them, time, relationships, and experiences are more valuable than material goods. The contrast between these two lifestyles raises important questions. Is consumerism simply a natural result of economic progress, or is it an unhealthy cycle of desire and dissatisfaction? Does minimalism represent a genuine path to happiness, or is it a privilege available only to those who can afford to reject excess? From a psychological perspective, minimalism is often linked with reduced stress, improved focus, and greater financial stability. People who adopt minimalist practices frequently report feeling less overwhelmed and more in control of their lives. Consumerism, however, is closely tied to debt, anxiety, and environmental harm, as constant production and waste take their toll on the planet. Yet, it is important to acknowledge the nuance. Consumerism is not inherently negative. Buying goods and services fuels economies, creates jobs, and provides comfort. Likewise, minimalism is not about complete deprivation. It is about intentional living, choosing carefully rather than endlessly consuming. Ultimately, the debate between minimalism and consumerism is not about strict rules but about awareness. Both lifestyles invite individuals to ask, what do I really need to be happy? For some, joy may come from a simple home, a few meaningful possessions, and rich experiences. For others, it may come from embracing the abundance of modern life. Perhaps the wisest choice lies in balance, knowing when to consume and when to step back.
I believe minimalism leads to greater happiness than consumerism because it helps people focus on what really matters. Consumerism constantly pushes us to want more, but the satisfaction of buying something new often disappears quickly. In contrast, minimalism creates a sense of peace. When people live with fewer possessions, they can concentrate on experiences, relationships, and personal growth. However, I don't think consumerism is entirely negative. Buying things allows us to enjoy comfort, technology, and services that improve our lives. The problem comes when shopping becomes the main source of happiness. Minimalism reminds us that objects are not everything. In my opinion, the healthiest approach is balance. We should appreciate the benefits of consumer goods, but avoid overconsumption. At the same time, we should learn to value simplicity and understand that happiness often comes from things money cannot buy.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope it helped you practice your English and learn something new. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next lesson. I'd also love to hear from you, so share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support means a lot and helps this channel grow. See you again in the next video.